My question to you is that are you happy about this unfolding scenario with Mr. President concerning what he's been through and with respect to the concerns of the Arewa Consultative Forum and your person as an individual? Because many will want to think that as Arewa concerns, you'll be most troubled about Mr. President's absence. Is that what it is?
Yeah, while I agree and understand your question. Hello? Why I agree and understand your question very well. There is no patriotic and committed and passionate Nigeria that is not concerned about the situation. That is why I started by appealing to Nigerians to show some understanding. There is nothing anybody can do at the moment than showing understanding and continue to pray for his quick recovery. And we have an acting president that is doing very well. All we need to do is support him until the president comes back. Except some of us want to be mischievous. You can even see somebody that is younger than the president and is very healthy and has health challenges. It's about age. There's nothing anybody can do about it. So this is my answer to that, Gimba. And the Arewa Consultative Forum, like any other group in Nigeria, is worried too. But there's no much to worry about. If there was a vacuum, that would have been more worrisome. But there's no vacuum. The acting president has been properly, power has been properly transmitted to him, and the country is working. We are not at a standstill. I think, like I said the other time, my appeal now is that some of the areas that need to be filled, like the two ministers that needs to be reappointed, one from Kogi and Gombe, quickly they should do that, so that we should support the acting president so that we can cover some mileage, enough mileage before the president comes back. If you remember, immediately after the president constituted his cabinet, I came on this forum in Lagos and we spoke.
Mr. Yakubu,
Yes.
I'm going to have to ask you to wrap up that thought when we come back from this break.
Okay.
Sunrise, take a moment now. Do join us again. Well, Mr. Mohammad Yakubu, a member of NEC member of Arewa Consultative Forum, is still with us here. Just before we went on that break, you were trying to conclude your thoughts on when the president appointed his cabinet. What point were you trying to make from there?
The point I was trying to make then was that although it has been overtaken by event, the minister from my state then, Kogi State, Ocholi, was from the east, and the governor at that time was from the east. I thought it would have been different. Although, like I said, it has been overtaken by event. Things have fallen in place naturally. But be that as it may, I still want to appeal to Nigerians that this is democracy. The acting president during the protest against the government the other time, when there was a lot of noise that the government don't want protests, and so the acting president came out and spoke that it is the right of Nigerian citizens to protest. And protest is part of the ingredients of democracy. It's the engine oil that lubricates the democratic machines. Nobody is stopping any Nigerian from protesting. The president now, the current president, even protested before he became president when Goodluck Jonathan was president.
Well, Mr. Yakubu, let's quickly go to Lagos and take a question from Chamberlain at this point.
Just one question for you. I mean, earlier you say we don't need to have two presidents at the same time, while you acknowledge that the vice president in acting capacity now is doing his best. So did we have two presidents when it was reported that U.S. president spoke with Nigeria's president?
No, we don't have two presidents at that time. At least, though the details of the discussion was not made public. But there's nothing wrong for the U.S. president to have called President Buhari either to wish him well. There's nothing wrong in that. So it doesn't mean that we have two presidents at that time because the U.S. president called President Buhari.
So if he spoke to him, why can't the president then speak to Nigerians then?
Yeah. Like I earlier told you, he has done what is constitutionally right before leaving for his vacation. We can't have two presidents at the same time. He will just get things muddled up. The acting president has the full complement of the office and he's doing his best. Why will President Buhari continue to interfere again? It will be interference.
Moving forward now, as an ordinary Nigerian, as an everyday Nigerian, what would you expect the president to do, or the president's handlers, as the case might be, to just allay fears, apart from speaking to people as they've done already?
There is nothing they can do now that will allay the fears of those who are pessimists.
Should we be categorizing the people, you know, the different layers of people who are worried about the president's health?
No, we shouldn't categorize that. Every patriotic, every committed Nigerian is worried.
Not every Nigerian is a pessimist, I'm sure.
No, not every Nigerian is a pessimist.
So to those who might not be pessimists, to those who at least are just worried, just want to be reassured that what we saw, you know, a couple of years back is not what we're seeing again, what do you think the president's handlers should do?
Those who are optimistic have been reassured enough. Like me, I have all the assurances that there's no cause to worry about. One, we have an acting president with full complement of the office. Two, on several occasions, a certain group of people have gone to see the president, and we saw them in the pictures.
Which was something you criticized. You said that shouldn't have happened.
In my own opinion, there would have been no need to publicize that.
But you pointed at it as something that has reassured you.
That's it. That's what I'm saying, that there was no need for that. There was no need for that to reassure me, because we have an acting president who has the full complement of the office.
So
the president has transferred.
Is it safe to say that, very much like the president's special advisor, you also have faith that the president is doing okay?
I have faith. My religion teaches me to have faith in him. So I have implicit faith in God that he's doing well.
Well, Mr. Mohammad Yakubu, I have to thank you very much for coming on Sunrise Daily. He is the NEC member at Arewa Consultative Forum. Sunrise Daily will continue in just a moment. Do join us again.